Hello, welcome back. Today we are doing a classic. By classic, I mean like early 2000s, late 90s, but still classic in this day and age. God, that was a long time ago. Anyway, Sixpence, Sixpence and None the Richer, Breathe Your Name. If you don't know Sixpence None the Richer, they had a song called Kiss Me. I think everyone knows that. Kiss me when it's big star. Kiss me. Anyway, this is one of their other singles, Breathe Your Name, which I think is a very underrated song. And I think it's just as good, if not in some ways better, than Kiss Me. It's not as catchy, but I think it is very sincere. But we're gonna get into that. Enough of my rambling. Let's go.
It's every day I'm in this place. I feel this way. I feel the same. It's every day I'm in this place. I feel this way. I feel the same. Is it all inside my head? Is it all inside my head? I'll view the list and take my pick. I'll view my fate and make a choice. 'Cause it's nobody else's but mine.
Okay, so I let that play a little bit longer than usual, but I kind of had to so you could get the overall tone of the first bridge and verse. So the first verse is, it's every day I'm in this place. I feel this way. I feel the same. She repeats it and then says, "It's all inside. Is it all inside my head?" Essentially, you could say that this is basically her saying, like every day she's in the same place and she goes through the same emotions. Being in this place always leaves her feeling the same. And one could say like physical place, but more so, I think she's more so saying like this state of mind. In this every day I'm in this place. This place being the state of mind within which she's existing, which is why she's always feeling this way, and it always feels the same because it's a kind of a self-fulfilling prophecy or a continuous loop. She's always in this state of mind all the time. Because of that, she's always feeling this way and always feeling the same. But then it's always doing this. So that means when she says it's all inside my head, basically you know, she's questioning. She's saying this is how she's what she's going through, and this is what she's feeling. But then ultimately, she's also has a bit of self-awareness and wondering, am I just making this all of my head? Is it just me letting like my anxieties and my fears and my feelings just consume me? And is it all just me making things up in my head? And I'm the one doing this to myself, imagining things that possibly aren't real. And so when you get down to here, she's like, I view the list and take my pick. I view my fate and make the choice because it's nobody else's but mine. What she's really reiterating here is that she had the options. When she says, I view the list and take my pick, she saw what her options were and she made her choice. And then, she, well, let me rephrase that. She saw her options and made her pick, and then when she saw what her destiny would be, she still made she still made the choice. When she says, "I'll view my fate and make the choice," so in here she sees her options, but still is the one who picks. She saw what her fate was and made the choice. One could say that she means that she saw what her ultimate destiny was and chose it anyway instead of turning away. She chose to go into it, and that ties into because it's nobody else's but mine. Because ultimately, what she's saying is, regardless of what options are in front of her, it's hers to pick. Even if fate is telling her what to do, she'll make the choice to follow fate because it's nobody else's but mine. Hence, it's nobody else's fate or destiny, and it's no one else's choice. So she's basically saying that whatever happens to her, whatever goes down, it was her decision to make. There's a sense of accountability there that whatever happens, it's mine to choose. Even if I'm fated to do so, I will do it because I chose to still go along with my fate. So let's get back into the lyrics. Let's get back into the chorus.
You're in my heart, I can feel your beat, and you move my mind from behind the wheel. When I lose control, I can only breathe your name. I can only breathe your name.
So when we get into the chorus, and she says, "But you're in my heart, I can feel your beat, and you move my mind from behind the wheel. When I lose control, I can only breathe your name." What I take that as is like, she's saying like, like when I feel your heart, you're in my heart, I can feel your beat. Essentially, she's saying like, you're so ingrained into me that you're in my heart, and you are like the beat of my heart. You are synonymous with the beat of my heart. You are that much a part of me. And when she said, "Then you move my mind from behind the wheel. When I lose control, I can only breathe in your name." Essentially, I think what she says is like, you move my mind from behind the wheel. Like, essentially, like, okay, if her mind behind the wheel is her going through the anxieties of what's up in here and being lost inside of her own head, like, you ultimately distract her from being stuck in here the whole time. And when she loses control of it all, she can only think of you. I think to probably bring her back to sanity, so to speak. So when she says like, you're so ingrained into who she is as a person, and you also are able to move her mind from behind the wheel of driving herself crazy, and when she loses control, she can only think of you to kind of bring her back. That's kind of how I take that. But let's get into the second verse.
Many days within this race, I need the truth, I need some grace, I need the plot to find my place. I need some truth, I need some grace. The part of you that's part of me will never die, will never leave. And it's nobody else's but mine.
Okay, so in the second verse, it says, "So many days within this race, I need the truth, I need some grace. Which I think she says, I need the truth to find my place." I believe that's what she's saying. And I need some truth, I need some grace. The part of you that's part of me will never die, will never leave, and it's nobody else's but mine. Essentially what she's saying is, like, if you look at so many days within the race, if you look at like race as in like life, as in living life, nearly can't consider life a race. She's basically like, so many days in life, I need the truth, I need some grace. Essentially saying every day when living through this, when trying to make it in this world, I need some sincerity, some honesty, but I also need a little bit of leeway to not always be perfect. She's expressing a couple of ideas all at once. Like, I need the truth, I need some grace. I need honesty and reality, but at the same time I also need a little bit of like, leniency and a little bit of reprieve from the race of living. Well, I think she said I need the room. They put a question mark here, and I kind of spaced out. But no, I think he said I need the room to find my place. And we're gonna say room. I'll go back and re-examine it later. I need some truth. I need some grace. So essentially, she's like, I need the truth, but I also need a little bit of leniency. I need to be able to figure out where I belong and how I fit. But I still want you to be honest. But I still want some room to make that choice and to figure that out. But she's also saying the part of you that's part of me will never die, will never leave, and is nobody else's but mine. Essentially, she's saying that, like, even though, and what she's kind of saying here is like, I need some space away from you to figure things out on my own. and I need you to give me the space to make those mistakes. But don't worry, because there's always a part of you that's part of me, and it will never go away and it will never fade, because that part belongs to me, and I will never let it go, because you ultimately do mean so much to me, and ultimately maybe I have the strength to do all this because of that part of you that's part of me, and it's helped me get out of the rut that I was living in up here, because you were able to do this for me, and because of that, I'm able to try to strike out on my own. Anyway, let's get back to the lyrics. I'm actually going to rewind it a little bit to see what that one part said, but let's go back.
Some truth, I need some grace. I need some grace. I need the blood to find my place. I need some.
Okay, she said I need the plot to find my place. So I guess plot, maybe like a plot of land, a place to be. I'm not really sure, but my point still stands. I think my point still stands, even though I think she said plot, which the plot, maybe the plot like the story, or plot like the I need to see the path to figure out where I need to go. Maybe I don't know. I think maybe she means plot as in plot from a story. That's very possible. Anyway, let's go back.
Truth, I need some grace. The part of you that's part of me will never die, will never leave. And it's nobody else's but mine. You are in my heart. I can feel your beat, and you move my mind from behind the wheel. When I lose control, I can only breathe your name. I can only breathe your
Okay, so we're about to get into the last verse, and I'm doing this a little bit different this time because I had some technical issues. Won't worry about that. She said, and then this part she gets into, and she says, "You view the list and take your pick. You view my fate and make the choice, because I'm nobody else's but yours." Essentially, she's flipping this back around on the person that she's been talking to, which is you. And she says, like, this time she's saying, but this time she's putting you in her place. You view the list and you take your pick. Basically, you make your decision. You took a look at you look at my fate, and you made the choice. Basically, you looked at the same thing I did, and you made the choice, and you made the choice for me. You view my fate, and you also decided. Essentially, she's saying, kind of saying that, like, you view the same things that I did, and you also made the choice, and possibly you made the choice when I had difficulty doing so myself, because ultimately I'm yours as much as you are mine. Because she's ultimately saying, because I belong to you, but she's also made it very clear that he belongs to her also, or this person belongs to her also. So ultimately, the conclusion is that they are very much intertwined, and when looking at the same thing, they possibly both made the same choices. Because there's always this very interesting in this line is, you view my fate and make the choice. Because ultimately, when she said, I view my fate and I make the choice, because it's nobody else's but mine, but now she's also saying this person made the choice as well for her. Because in the end, she also belongs to this person. And a part of them will always live in her. So, it's interesting. It's interesting, however, you can take it. Because either this person looked at the same things and made their own choice, or they made the choice for her. But ultimately, in the end, it would seem like they belong or were going to be together in whatever this endeavor is, or whatever choices they made. And maybe also the choice was made for her when she had difficulty making the decision herself. I don't know, think of it what you will. Let's wrap this song up.
You view the list and take your pick. You view my fate and make the choice. 'Cause I'm nobody else's but yours, and you're in my heart. I can feel your beat, and you move my mind from behind the wheel. When I lose control, I can only breathe your name. I can only breathe your name. I can only breathe your name. I can only breathe your name.
Okay, that was Sixpence None the Richer, Breathe Your Name. I personally think that's a classic, and I think it's an underrated song. Anyway, let me know what you think. Did you like it? Did you not like it? You agree, disagree? Let me know. And yeah, thank you for watching. Until next time.